We're probably heading east. For whatever reason.
Hold this place. Let nothing uproot you.
Puzzle! What type of puzzle? It's the color puzzle. We need to get the Medusa, then the Celestial Cleric. It doesn't really matter what we get after this. They're all rubbish. What are shields? There's a puzzle and nothing but a puzzle.
The good of all!
Time warrior, very difficult. How difficult are you? Has an attack bonus of 13, meaning he can hit me on critical hits. Survives in a fight against me for maybe 3 rounds. That's if we don't get critical hits. So a total pushover. Mistil's Acid Sheath. That little spell alone would be a good reason to try to learn some magic skills. The ultimate self-defense spell. Actually, that might not be a horrible idea. I'll pick these up as spell scrolls when I find them. They don't last long, but they're super powerful. Although it's not our character. You want to build up your strengths. That has nothing to do with our strengths. Did physical damage to me? Probably because he does sneak attack, so he gets a lot of bonus damage on everything. Nothing of interest. I think that's the last of the enemies too.
To the fight! Onward!
Make everything white.
Hold this place. Let nothing uproot you.
Should be a simple matter. Southeast, anything but red. What else? We only really need 3 arrows at this point. We have 5 to use. Okay, so you don't even have to use all of them. A load of rubbish. Still 2,400 experience points for that. The North Passage is a dead end.
Hold this place. Let nothing uproot you.
There is nothing here. Not seeing anything particularly interesting. The Manticore is irrelevant, so... They don't have fortification, they don't have anything. So we need to be open for Fortitude save and throw increases. With that we'll, for all practical purposes, and remove the threat of fortification too. There's going to be a 5% chance of getting affected by it every time someone tries it, but that's infrequent enough that it doesn't really matter. But if we actually have an actual problem, is the fact that there are so few merchants here for some reason. Usually, almost every camp has a merchant. Now, almost no camp has merchants. For reasons. There's a Medusa there.
By the Mother's Wrath!
And that's it. Well, succeed a saving throw. Fortitude save failure. 4 would have been enough to succeed if the flash roll was a 3. So a couple of extra points and we're pretty much immune from the Medusa version of petrification at least. I wonder if that is counted as a spell. No. It's not. So the raising spellcraft won't protect me against those abilities. Has to be a Constitution or Fortitude saving throw increase. Those would
Hold this
help.
place. Let nothing uproot you.
There's a Medusa. And I'm stuck. Well, they're petrified now. Right, both the Aranias are petrified, certainly. I think that's petrified, so the Medusa has gotten 4 of their guys. Three kills for us. He whipped his own ass. Good job. Right, nice little fight. There's an encampment. Now all we have to do is pray that they have a merchant. Well, if nothing else, we'll get a lot of money out of this. Not that that'll be useful, but still. Never know. The fact that I don't have use for it now doesn't mean I won't have use for it later. However, I'm somewhat skeptical of that. Right, we're literally running out of inventory space again, so please, 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 please have a merchant.
Onward!
We can force some inventory space if it comes to that,
Here
but
you meet your end! Hold this place. Let nothing uproot you.
they have a merchant. Oh, thank God. They also have a Medusa, which is not a good thing. Last page of the inventory. Can't fit anything larger in the inventory anymore. Right, pretty much perfect. As a fighter hireling. Mr. Merchant, do you have anything I would like to buy? Regeneration. This is almost 100,000, so regeneration has to be decent. It has freedom and regeneration plus 3. That is substantial. It's more regeneration that I have in from everywhere else combined, or equal amount. Plus freedom. Fail resistance. Rubbish. Can't afford room for a potion. Negative energy saving throws plus 7. Like, none of this is particularly interesting. The helmet would be. I would have to give up bludgeoning resistance, which is pretty much irrelevant at this particular point, in exchange for freedom and regeneration. I have a freedom amulet, but it has improved saving throws fortitude, which are useful at the end. But I have a lot of good amulets, so I don't think this is the best one I could do. And I don't need the bludgeoning resistance now. Not really. I have the plus 4 slash something damage resistance. That's really the only relevant thing. So I don't have the room for this. To sell something off, otherwise I'll drop the helmet. Unarmed strike weapon specialization. New amulet. Damage resistance. No. Do we have decent amulets? Some immunities, cold resistance, haste. Nothing. We could shift things around, I guess. with another haste amulet, really allow the boost to be something else. I'll just take a look at what we can, what the current loot situation is. That might change my thinking. Haste plus saving throws versus electrical. They're better boosts than my current ones no matter what, so... Fire resistance, Warhammer. Why the fuck would I want defensive abilities in my weapons? I think I already have this cloak. No, it's something different. It is it is part of the... I have the gauntlets for this item set. Armor bonus, damage resistance fire, saving throws versus fire. Okay, what happens if we put two items of the same system on? This has 3 abilities. This has 2 abilities. And that's still the case. So what's the point? You need the entire item set to be able to get anything useful out of it. Don't know. Strength plus 5 on a shield. That's this is a better shield, but strength plus 5. That's a lot of offensive power, but this is not a particularly good shield, and I'm looking for my shield. I want a good shield. Maybe we can increase the armor bonus through some sort of a recipe. Still plus 5 strength, so would be very welcome. Spell failure chance minus 0.5% basically. On a shield that has arcane spell failure of 50%. Immunity to spells of level 2 or lower. Not bad, but spells levels 2 or lower don't really bother me. You would have to have such a massive amount of them. Even then I can just throw some kind of a drink a potion of ghostly visage or something like that, and I'll be immune to them anyway. It's just not a worthwhile thing to use as an equipment slot. What's the deal with the dark vision? So many items seem to have dark vision, and it's borderline worthless ability. I mean, the game doesn't have darkness, and it doesn't really need ultra vision to counter things that really screw over your vision. Dark vision isn't good enough, so I don't get why they're so keen on sticking it into every item. Just makes the item more expensive for no practical benefit. Immunity to knockdown. Good for someone else. Armor proficiency heavy. Not bad. In for a wrong type of character. Fire resistance, massive amount. Slashing resistance, massive amount. These are all good items. That's why I have over 2 million gold pieces now. Slashing resist, will saving throws, good stuff. Just don't want it critically. 25% electrical immunity, spellcraft +6. Suppose we could sort of forego item looting entirely, but also we have to keep in mind that the current boots, for example, were better than I could buy. So we're starting to get into the, at least on the threshold of the lootable items being better than what we can usually buy. Universal saving throws +4. If I just get the level ability drain immunity there. But it's not that big of a deal. I can't carry these extra pieces of crap constantly on me. Dark vision boots again. Just have to trust that we're gonna get something better in the future. Better recipes would actually be enough. We wouldn't really need anything better than that. Bluff +6. Because conversation skills are so important here. Strength and mind affecting. Doesn't look like we're gonna get our amulet. Spell focus, divination. Right. So we have 2.3 million gold pieces. Thing to really spend it on. Strength +5 on a shield. I think we should switch this currently, because our current problem is not the armor class. So this shield is good. Well, this shield is better in many ways. But currently, since we are not really concerned about the armor class, we might as well just go for the strength. Let me see. 24 attack bonus. 26. 29 strength. Couple points of extra damage, couple points of extra attack bonus. A lot of extra carry weight. We have to use some sort of amulet though. Otherwise a wasted slot. Fortitude saving throws. Damage soaking doesn't make any sense. We have a better one equipped. We could get immunities to poison and disease, which we, for practical purpose, already have anyway. Natural armor. Discipline +3. They just cold resistance 35. And none of these really help, that's the problem. We have good boots I would like to wear. Cold damage resistance. Electrical resistance. Yeah, no matter how I look at this, we just are not getting anything particularly useful. So, less than useful stuff, I guess. I'm thinking of leaving the necklace slot open for the moment. This will not really benefit us in any good way, but it'll make poisons and diseases stop from even showing in the health bar. But we need something better.
Hold this place. Let nothing uproot you.
But did I already check this? It's only a store and an anvil, right? That's all this ever has.
The good of...
Still, we might get lucky and get a recipe. or extra gems, or a necklace, or something. There's a cockatrice. Where there's a cockatrice? I don't see it. It's there somewhere. There it is. Certification attack. That's what it has. But I can't target it because it's so goddamn small. High Watcher.
The good of all!
Gem recipe. An enhancement bonus for slope level +2. Yeah, I said that these are all good. I'm still not gonna put something like that in anything. Just not going to happen. It would help here and there, but I would never be aware of where it helped. More or less, I just see it as a waste of gemstones. Gold wormling. There's no petrification attackers here, so the wizard is our biggest threat.
Here you meet your end!
Now shut up the RP so I don't have to listen to it. Ray's dead. Okay, that's a scroll worth taking. Dark Deep Amethyst. Probably should visit the merchant if for nothing else to check what the amulet we got here was.
To the fight! Onward!
Bludgeoning resist, spell resistance. Well, that's not bad. Well, it's not good, but it's not bad. Level immunity ability drain. That's good. It is very good. That's the... that's pretty much the only item we have that ability now. If we ditch this armor. On the other hand, the other armor isn't... it's 1 point better really on the armor front, and that's it. So I think the amulet is gonna go into storage. We'll use it when we switch armors. Rely on it for a little while. It's not particularly useful now. Still, this isn't bad. Bludgeoning resist is always useful, and it's probably not gonna use it honestly, but spell resistance 12. It's better than my current spell resistance of 0, I'm pretty sure. Yes. It'll counter some of the spells thrown my way. Not all of them, but still some of them. Also, I'm pretty sure this isn't really useful in any way, so go away. It'll only work on the low level spells reliably. But that's like 90% of the spells thrown my way, so that should not be a problem. Another Gazorp's gem. Charm monster, 2 use per day. So something good came out of this. I've been there. Yes. Southwest south. What exactly did these guys even want? I have no recollection anymore. Plain and even. Heads of state, humming bears, red slot named Ludak, explore areas. Right, so I have none of those. All the exploration happens at on level 3 and I'm on level 1. Humming bears, what the hell are those? Right, are we getting into new territory now? Yes.
Hold
Why
this place.
ice
Let
caverns?
nothing uproot you.
Oh, there's a blood giver, I'm gonna rush it. Could be a threat close by. Threatening it.
Here you
At the same time, I don't want to drive a train of monsters into it, so gotta kill what we face. Yeah, we resisted magic missile. Already working for us, that little aglet. Right. It's horrible that there are Medusae existing on level 1. A friend of mine yearns for you to extinguish them, as I will pay you for each one. 200, sure, why not? Just
Hold this
don't
place.
do anything.
Let nothing uproot you.
200 extra XP or gold, probably both, for Medusa kills. Without it, there were 40.
Here you meet your end!
Huge stack.
Tremble before my power!
Potion of stone skin. A petrification attack. Immature beholder there. That has something. Yeah, immune to death magic was tested. This is definitely a fighter cave. Group sizes are a little bit larger, probably about 6 men groups. Not gonna matter. Come on, just kill something. And he wouldn't because of the regeneration rate on those Malar beasts. We're getting closer to another level up though, so there's that positive. In general, the amount of XP we are getting is getting rapid, faster and faster. And it's not just the quality of the monsters that's the cause. High sun. Irwin's mechanical jumper. One final enemy group left. Sure, that's a mini boss too. Medusa. Might as well fight here to get rid of their trash at this point. And critical failure. No. Not a critical failure, but failure nonetheless. We switch out one of the items that had saving throw increases. It's still like 1 in 4 that what the dice rolls where we fail. But that's still 1 in 4 where you just lose outright without a fight.
Hold this place. Let nothing uproot you.
Gotta go for the Medusas first. Always gotta go for the Medusas first. Trying to delay it just causes you to waste more time. If it fails, let it fail right at the start. The high watcher came, so that's a mini boss. Still, most of the enemies here are pretty much giving me 10 experience points. Do not come and help me. I don't understand why they're not listening to my commands. Ooh, because there's someone attacking them. Where the hell did you come from? Why didn't they just kill the 4 men that attacked them instead of coming to help me? Healer's kit +5. Wait a minute. If you just... If you can just make 1 item per recipe, what the fuck is the point of these? I mean, why are these so rare? A healer's kit +5 is less than 100 gold. Each gem is worth like 300. So what if you can produce a single healer's kit +5 with this? What the... that doesn't make any sense. Just a looking bow. I want to identify it. I'm not interested in the item itself, but I want to see what it is. Can you use some of them without the forge? I mean, it's a healer's kit. It's not a forged recipe, really. This recipe requires the following components: 1 dark bronze scale gem, okay. But dark bronze scale gem. I'm willing to bet that's worth more than the item it creates. I don't get this. Does the journal offer any advice here? Yeah, it's the wise man says, the foolish man says, but this isn't actual advice. Not useful advice. This is just more or less clues, general clues how it works. But I don't need that. I need
this place.
useful
Let
details.
you.
Didn't realize I didn't kill these yet. That's probably why there's an additional fight here. Why my helpful allies came and joined the fight. The enemy came from here and not from the southern group. Not that it'll make much of a difference, just highlights how much time you can waste to the petrification attack. It's not a huge problem, but also it is something we want to patch up. Universal saving throws or fortitude saving throws, that's the only way. I suppose technically it could be considered as a spell effect of certain level, so there might be a way to get practical immunity to it through the spell level immunity system. But I wouldn't hold out my breath for that one. Why are you attacking? Eeyore's black tentacles, are you shitting me?
Follow me.
Right on top of your own group. Best thing about them is that they paralyze, so you lose that saving throw, there is no recovery. You're dead. Still, didn't see anyone having to do those saving throws. Is the game difficulty something? No, it's still hardcore. Though friendly fire is possible. Don't really know what's going on with that one. Maybe they just made their saving throws and I can't see it here. It's gonna be a possibility. Okay. I killed a few Medusas at least, so I might as well get the extra experience out of it. 600 gold, 600 extra experience. 2000 plus to get another level up. Also, where exactly do we want to go? I'd say we probably want to go east. We'll then just circle around there to decide where do we want to go in the end.
Hold this place. Let nothing uproot you. Hold this place. Let nothing uproot you.
Medusa, Basilisk, this is bad. Basilisk has to die. And quickly. Medusa next. We need a decent saving throw now to escape the saving throw. Good chance there's nothing really in this location. It looks like it. If there was a boss fight, we would have gotten a little bit of a cutscene. And there doesn't look like there's map markers here either. There is a forge and a camp, which has to be that corner. We already had one of these. Gemstone belonging to some sort of item set. Gemstone set, really. Being low on inventory space again.
By the mother's wrath!
Moon of the Silent Lord. Immunity to level ability drain, spell resistance, constitution. Yeah, that's a better one than I currently have. Spell resistance is a little bit better on this one, but this has the level ability, drain, protection, spell resistance, and +4 constitution, which means at least +2 to our fortitude saving throws. A lot of extra hit points, although those don't really matter at this point. Still, they're always a positive thing. More buffer for us. There's been fighting here. Oh fuck, they killed everyone in the camp. Shit. Well, not much I can do about that. Lack of inventory space the problem, not the carry weight, so if we choose our loot carefully, we should be able to continue. Attack bonus versus gnomes. Yeah, I think you can keep that.
The good of all! To the fight! Onward!
Can't keep up afford to losing these merchants. They're too infrequent at this point to force me to carry a lot of extra crap. And I mean, I do have the inventory space, but it's a lot of management to move things in and out of the packs of Holden.
Hold this place.
Okay, if there's something here, ooh, encampment. It's at least protected by the doors, so this should actually be fairly good for us. Please have a merchant, please have a merchant, and only a merchant. And it's literally some kind of shitty goblin, which also explains why they're so easily killed. What do you have? Shield of... ooh, damage immunity helmet. 90% divine immunity. Okay, 50% I thought was high, but 90 is that's pretty high. 75% divine immunity. What the fuck is with the divine immunity? I mean, it's used a little bit, but divine damage is like either pitiful in amount or it forms 50% of the damage in addition to fire. So no matter what, that's an excessive amount of resistances to a damage type you barely ever see. Oh, okay, nothing useful. Doesn't particularly matter. The Ripper. Immunity to mind affecting spells. Interesting. It's a good bow. Cold resistance, cold saving throws. Dark vision, again. What is with the dark vision? Necromancy focus boots. Some saving throw bonuses. Regeneration. Dark vision. Dark vision. Positive energy on a fist. I think Monk would probably have a bad time here, even though most fighters don't. Because as shitty as these weapons are, they're still better than any of the gloves I've seen. I've seen like +1 damage glove. That's about it. So that's just pathetic. I suppose monks do get more powerful attacks naturally through leveling up. So it's not all bad, but I still think they're gonna get the short end of the stick here. At least we're getting magical weapons. Knock, unlimited uses per day. Disable trap +10. Immunity to poison, dexterity +2, ambidexterity. This is other item set item. Stilettos, gloves, boots, cloaks, gloves, leather armor, rings. I don't want to hold on to these anymore. Monk's problem is that the leveling isn't happening all that quickly. You need to get to a fairly high level before your fist starts to act like magical weapons. You have to play for a long time using a weapon. What's the point in playing a monk in the first place? Ooh, dark vision. Didn't see that coming. Dark vision and animal empathy, let's not forget about that. Actually, I'm not sure if that would be a bad idea, because there's a lot of animals constantly. Yeah, I think I've already had one of these. So this would be my second opal. They're all basically usable items that have X amount per day uses. +3 in dark vision. Well, or +3 in light and regeneration, right? What the fuck is with the dark vision though? Why does the game try to shove that in my way continually? How much money do I have? 2.6 million. Yeah, we could... Well, I don't want to stop the looting. I suppose I still sort of want to see if I find some kind of jackpot items.
Hold this place.
Yeah, let's
Let
not
nothing
open any
uproot
more
you.
doors to this. I don't want to risk the merchant dying through any reason. I mean, he doesn't have anything particularly interesting, but he's still the only merchant around, so he's precious to me.
The good of all!
I suppose I'm sort of changed my view about the high lore stat. Because with the high lore you could just look at the items when you loot and figure out what to pick and what to leave behind. Although the problem is you would need an excessive amount of lore for an item of this quality. So no half-assed lore is gonna be enough. But that would simplify things. Definitely make the process a little less painful. little less painful for certain character classes. This has been a larger dungeon than most, or any of the previous, but I sort of feel like this isn't any better really. It seems like it's a bit watered down in fact. Like, there's mainly just fighting. There's like one puzzle, maybe two in the larger dungeon at all. A couple of plot guys, but they're mostly just a reward for kills or just walking about the dungeon, so it's not like they give you any real activities. Other race dead. Lot of wizards. Too many. We can't have all of them casting spells. I'll definitely can't return to it. Mando. Our tribe yearns for you to fetch Irvin's mechanical chopper. Some are found in containers on level 1, and I will remunerate you for each one you fetch. Yeah, sure. Got plenty. Instant level up. That's a Rakshasa. Right, it's literally the monster because I can't look at his stats. Which means he's basically immune to magic. I should have infinite spells he can throw on my enemies. Gotta get the Medusa. Hit the goddamn Medusa. Mando, what are you doing? Light self box first. Are you gonna attack with any spells? There we go. He's totally immune to these type of spells, though. I think most of these spells like this are also abilities instead of actual spells. Thieves' Tools plus 4. Yeah, he's not actually alive, he's petrified. Where are you going? It's going there. I'm interested in seeing how well he does. Might die, naturally, but it's a risk you have to take. His physical combat is gonna be horrible. I'm not sure why he's bothering with that.
I drink your blood!
How about no, don't drink my blood. But they're not a threat to me anymore. They might have. I don't think they can really affect the Rakshasa from the bottom. Right. Not all that bad for us. Not bad at all. I think there's like one area here left still. Yeah. And we can wrap it up here. Still. Here's our craft first. No. Weapon master first. Move toward key critical. +2 to weapon of choice threat range. This should be a fairly empty level up though. Right. I suppose we're gonna keep developing discipline. Just to have that, so block that particular vulnerability. Right. Pretty uneventful level up this time. Next one should be the big thing. We go from critical 19 to 20 to 17 and 20.
To the fight! Onward!
Hello.
No, I hired the for fuck's sake. Actually, I don't really care. Accidentally hired him, but it's irrelevant. He wants part of my cash, I suppose, that I earn. That doesn't matter. Immunity to death magic on boots. Not a bad thing. Not a bad thing to have the option to switch to boots. Dark vision. That's a rare thing to see. Mistern belt of priestly might and warding. It's rubbish. Weight reduction and light. There are worse things than dark vision here. Cold damage on gauntlets, but just one. Ooh, combat casting and haste on gloves. I think I have haste gloves of some sort already though. Hasted bracers. Still, this is better, although I don't cast anything, so not really. I want to try the healer's kit recipe at some point. Because to me it seems like an insane recipe to get in the first place. So there's two options. Either the recipe doesn't disappear anywhere, because to me that sort of a recipe would be limited by the gems anyway. You would be a fool to waste your gems on a recipe like that. Doesn't mean that's actually how it's going to happen though. If the recipe, immunity to death magic ring, well, I'll take that in storage. Emerald, finger of death, 1 use per day. Gazorp's jewelry seems to be very commonplace, at least for me. They're useful items too. I mean, you don't have to use in your inventory or item slots to actually take advantage of them. So useful for everyone. Uh, instant death spell attack. Finger of Death. This has Fear, Sleep, or Charm Person, which is pretty much worthless though. The Finger of Death, not so much. I can see it being useful against casters and rogues, so if we get into tough opponents like that, we can just play one of them out of the fight fairly easily. Right, one more to go and it's the west. Not sure what we're gonna do after that. We might have quests here that we have to report to. And I don't want to particularly do this again for another level, 2 levels, going through all these areas.
Hold this place. Let nothing uproot you.
Let's just start the killing. I have to get through me to get to them. That's gonna be the task. Don't do anything. Right, okay, if we're gonna play this game, then let's play this game. Yeah, I can't tell what's going on. Still, we're not doing too badly. Orban is in a little bit of trouble, but that's it. Wait. Someone's casting something on someone. Interesting looking armor. That's the light armor. Some kind of a little flying thing there. Excellent. Now, all of you come away from there. Now open the door. I don't want any of you to get killed.
Hold this place. Let nothing uproot you.
Okay. Is there anything useful in this area? There is another plot giver. Just looking at this, there's like a lot of plot givers, a lot of camps, a single puzzle, and that's it. So, very uneventful. I suppose it's a random dice roll what you get here, so maybe the next one is better. Still very disappointed on this one. Very repetitive. Yeah, just a plot giver. Want to join the group? No, I think I'll just... My friends gravely crave for you to communicate with an Arania named Ferry. Ferry can be found on level 3. I need to... of course you do. Just fucking come aboard. Everyone else is. Level 5 outsider. If someone sneezes in your general direction, you're gonna die. How the hell am I supposed
Here,
to keep these people
follow
alive?
me.
I mean, I don't like this because the only option I realistically have is to basically just tell them to stay put
Hold this
while I do
place.
all the
Let
work.
nothing
So
uproot you.
what's the point of having them with us at that point? Why not just have him give me the quest and go meet someone on level 3 and that's it? The problem becomes, imagine if I would use companions in another way, like I have a couple support companions to do the killing. Then the additional useless companions, quest companions, become a burden because I can't use the generic commands anymore because they'll follow them too. It just takes away from the ease of use of the commands if they get added to all this. So I would imagine there would have to be some real reason why this has to be done, because otherwise it's just a burden. Copper dragon. Unremarkable dragon overall. On the positive side, we're getting a decent amount of XP from killing individuals here, like 40 to 50 XP. It's not a lot, but also the fighting isn't exactly dangerous for us. So on a regular basis, we're getting good XP. Means I'm pretty sure we're gonna get a level up before we wrap up this dungeon. That's the only important level up we really have left, so... Oh, at the same time, I'm not sure how many of these dungeons do I have to do. So... how high of a level are we gonna achieve? We can get to epic levels, to vampiric regeneration +1, that's better than nothing. If we get to epic levels, then things can change drastically. But again, that will require us to go through a lot of these dungeons. And the novelty has already worn out as far as I'm concerned. It's just trash mob after trash mob after mob after mob. No designed fights of any kind. The worst Neverwinter Nights really has to offer. You just get a lot of crap thrown your way.
The good of all!
This has to be a fighter's dungeon. I can't explain it any other way. It's a huge amount of fighting, and there doesn't seem to be any particular reason. There's nothing but fighting. It's like a single puzzle in 16 areas. At the same time, we have leveled up here more than anywhere else. But fundamental problem is that I don't really have to do anything as a fighter. Just sit here looking while he beats the shit out of everyone. Even if I would actively, I have options to actively fight, but I don't think it would really help this way. We could try power attack mode to increase our damage a bit, but we might be able to buy a few seconds of XP. Rather shave a few seconds from the overall time that we were here, but that's it. $93. So we can easily achieve 100 points 100 point critical hits even with just one hand weapon. Let's use power attack, the lesser power attack. Because our attack bonus is so high, we're still gonna hit with most hits. All you to attack the sorcerer. Did you attack the sorcerer? No, you did not. Enhancement bonus versus true neutral. Right, how about no? Oh, petrified. Okay, I thought he was dead. That's petrified. Dim Emerald Scale Gem. One of our group members rewards me from Medusa kills. I think I've gotten quite a few since the last time. Need to recall to talk to him. The Medusas, a lot of trash really. All dragons. It's pretty much impossible to say what's happening there. Everyone's attacking, someone's throwing spells and abilities at us, and every 2 turns one of the enemies dies. Still, this is a 1000 experience point fight. Loot is probably acceptable too, but it doesn't matter. That's the goddamn problem. The best loot upgrades we've gotten are from the merchants. The merchants we don't see all that much anymore. So, these I think are the last enemies we still have here. And the dragon is probably the best of them, and it's not particularly good. Dragon is worth 22 experience points. Holy shit. It's a mini boss.
Here you meet your end!
Not a particularly good one though. 123 XP. Jaunty Rose. As long as they don't have petrification people, they just don't have a chance. They need higher level mages or... what else? Certain type of powerful units should still be fairly well protected from my attacks. I just wouldn't have an easy time taking out any kind of a powerful mage. At the same time, I do have the tools of changing that, so it wouldn't make much difference. They would have certain abilities that I don't have immunities against. Rather, you cannot have immunities against them. Big bees, hand, fist, that's all still fine. You just have to take them. Same with the missile swarm spells, you just have to take the damage. I think that was the last of it.
To the fight! Onward!
Irwin's mechanical jumper.
Hold this place. Let nothing uproot you.
Armor class bonus versus neutral. True seeing.
To the fight! Onward!
Another one of these. I think this might be the third gem of this particular type. And it has a little bit of a unique look, so it's very likely the same item. Okay, first level done, and just this was filled with a bunch of nothing. That's basically it. I need to move through a couple of the camps to see in an effort to try to sell all this crap before we go to the lower level. Also, I need to talk to my own guys a little bit. Might be able to get a decent amount of free experience out of them. Dark Sea Pearl. I feel like the gemstone system is sort of wasted with this few amount of recipes the game throws your way. Ooh, that's Dragon Merchant. Maybe. No. Sea Hack Merchant.
To the fight!
Don't.
Onward!
Mando wanted something. Mechanical jumpers. And every time we do something they take 9% of... No, you're not taking... Are you taking... Okay, he's just taking part of the gold, so I don't give a crap about that.
Oi, hello there.
Okay, do you have new gear? Spell resistance bracers. 18, that's a good one. That is a good one. Fortitude saving throws plus 5, that is another good one. I still don't know if I want to buy it. Doesn't change the fact that it's a good item. the only good item too. Still, this damage reduction is the key to me not having to give a shit in these fights, so I'm not giving that up. Even later on, the spell resistance is fine, but you need much higher to go against high-level spellcasters. The saving throw 42 plus 5 is nice, but you would prefer universal saving throws. So while good, we have better things to worry about at the moment. Damage immunity, negative energy, 5 whole percent. Improved evasion. Garbage. It's an okay armor. Mind affecting immunity from spell. Mind affecting spell immunity. And dark vision naturally. So, but it's in a glove form, so we can start looking for new cloaks now. True Seeing on a glove, not bad, but we have that in a potion form. Divine Resist 40. Just Divine Resist 35. What the fuck is with the Divine Resist? Probably like the least used damage type. You'd have to specialize against a very hard boss. Then it would make sense, but in any other situation, no. Greater Restoration. This removes everything, heals you fully. And so, yeah, start buying these. Bludgeoning resist, saving 42 plus 5, not bad. I'll start worrying about these when we actually see enemies with decent magical weaponry. Fire resist, cold form, I think I only have one of these. Electrical resistance, immunity to spell levels 2 or lower. Yeah, it's fine, but it's not that special. Give me 3 or lower and I will seriously start to consider switching. Yeah, this is another one of these opals that I already have, so go away. Saving throws universal, craft weapon. Discipline. Plus 2 damage on a glove, so that would be the best monk glove I've seen so far. Dark vision and spell resistance. Naturally it has to be dark vision. Disarm. Not bad, but I don't see disarming really aiding in handling anything better at all. We do want to check on one thing. Do we have a spell for turning stone to flesh again that I could use? Petrification scroll, if it's seen here, it should be close by. They're usually paired up. We don't really have spells of that level yet. Some of them you can use as a really non-caster, but yeah, not available yet. Breach spells, yeah, what are we gonna do with that? Ooh, that is something I didn't consider. Sooner or later, the enemy is going to have the acid sheet spell, and that's a killer for fighters. That does a huge amount of acid damage. So we absolutely have to have something easily equipable that cancels acid. That's a must-have. Because there's no way we can just not attack. That's a death sentence too. Also, it makes fights last forever. So I'll hold my ass at a level 2 and leave things there. I still think we have to figure out something, some way to speed things up. Because yeah, I'm getting decent level ups, I guess, and stuff. But it's not going anywhere. I mean, we're just gonna get in the fighting more higher level enemies and getting more stuff and so forth. So it's just running on a hamster wheel. I feel like I might be able to speed up the duration I have to run on that hamster wheel if I just try to finish things quickly instead of exploring everything. At the same time, if you're gonna do that, what's the point in playing the adventure in the first place? Some things work well like that. They're built around the central plot and things like that, but not this. Not at all. The journey is the entire point of this. Right, I want to use the... How the fuck do you forge use the recipe for let's say the medkit? What are you supposed to put on the anvil? Healer's kit plus 5. How are you supposed to use this? One dark bronze scale gem. What is a dark bronze scale gem? We just want to find a bronze scale gem so we know what type of a gem it is. Dark bronze scale gem, so I have these. But I have the recipe for them. But how the fuck does this work? Uh, Healer's kit. Lesser present, healer's kit plus 5. So you can upgrade it. Healer's kit plus 5 is already present on this item in a lesser form. Using this recipe will override the lesser property. So you can use your valuable gemstone that is worth multiples of these items in order to create a item. That is nowhere near the value of your gemstone. I don't see this. This is a horrible system. Or rather, it seems like it's designed for something completely different. Especially if we lose the recipe anyway. That's actually the thing I needed to test, wasn't it? Do we lose this healer's kit recipe? Because it's a huge ass waste. It's on the first page. Yeah, just upgrade it. Yeah, the recipe's gone. It also didn't actually do anything with the healer's kit itself. No, it did, but it's still named Healer's Kit +1. Like, I don't understand. Why even tied to the fucking anvil? It's tied to the recipe anyway. Why not just activate the recipe and allow you to use it? Because that way you have to target the effect somehow. That's why the anvil is there. But I just don't. That's a horrible system. I suppose the problem becomes from the. It works with equipment piece just fine. But when it comes to, let's say, healer's kits or lockpicks, it's starting to be questionable who the hell thought of this system. Right, the entrance to a lower level should be here. Okay, it's there, now I recall. It's not a typical cave stairwell, it's just something, a little bit of a hole that leads to a lower level. Yes. Yes.
Hold this place. Let nothing uproot you.
Machine works. I like these maps. There everything's contained and protected, so random enemy groups can't kill your merchants. And this has a camp, so I would like very much to find it. That's a good place to leave things. I might as well race 2 there. Our companions might have lost some of their abilities. They certainly have lost a lot of their health. And we got here. It's a good safe place for us to start adventuring.
Hold this place. Let nothing uproot you.
Well, mainly all that lost half his health. I guess we can always leave the support group here. But this... I don't think the second level really provides us anything as far as the plot givers are concerned. Everything they want me to do is on the third level really. Mr. Merchant, do you have anything of interest? Do I have anything of interest? Probably not. Right. Tree shield. Ooh, that's 100,000. That's probably good. 83,000. Wow. Worse than what we have. This is better. Plus 4 soak 20. This is plus 4 soak 30. But our belt is a strength belt, which is more important to us. I mean, damage soaking is nice, but it's not that important. If I can't quickly kill things, that's a bigger problem. 126,000 damage resistance. Blood ring resist 35. This is type of an item that you could use to kill one bad boss. And it could really do nothing against you. Spell immunity, damage reduction. 4, lore 12, 4 and 20 on damage reduction. That's nice, already. Fluttering resist 10, immunity to spell level 3 or lower. Oh, I'll buy both of them, don't care how expensive they are. They're probably 100,000 each, yeah. We still have a lot of money. So I'll leave things here. A little bit of an upgrade. Mainly on the spell front. I'm not sure if I want to equip the ring yet, but it's going to have as an option. It is really the only vulnerability we have.